Because of the government shutdown, some USDA crop reports have been delayed. Brady Sidwell with Sidwell Strategies in Enid, Oklahoma, said he expects one of those reports, winter wheat seedings, to show lower planting.
There's a lot of speculation that because of late summer crops coming off and also just all the rain that we had in the fall, that a lot of wheat didn't get planted. Last year, I think, was one of the second lowest on record in about 100 years, I believe it was. And the thought is that this year is actually going to be below last year's number. So wheat's just very slow in getting out of the ground, and so they're going to be looking at doing some top dress here before too long. But most definitely, there's a lot of guys that were going to plant wheat after soybeans, after sesame, and it's just a late year in getting things off. I mean, Milo included. So a lot of wheat didn't get planted. Some that did get planted, we had those huge rains, and they decided just not to go back or weren't able to get in the field. So, it kind of depends, Don, on where you are in the state. But I think both here and also in Kansas, we saw a lot of that.
Sidwell said that's partly because of the weather. We got a lot of rainfall in November, and partly because of insurance deadlines.
The preventive plant date for wheat in Kansas is actually earlier than what it is here in Oklahoma. And so I think a lot of them are around the mid to end of October in a lot of the counties in Kansas. And so if wheat wasn't planted by then, they're not able to use crop insurance to protect near as much of their yield. And then here in Oklahoma, I think it's around mid-November, about a month later to late November. But after that date, farmers really have to decide whether they're going to plant or not because they're just not as able to get as much insurance on the crop.
Brady Sidwell with Sidwell Strategies. He's forecasting Oklahoma wheat planted acres down anywhere from 5 to 15%. I'm Don Atkinson reporting for the Oklahoma Wheat Commission and Oklahoma Genetics Incorporated.